I am Father Peter Konteh, a Catholic priest of the Archdiocese of Freetown. I am also the Executive Director of Caritas. Caritas is the development wing of the Catholic Church. And in our Caritas, it includes two departments, the Justice and Peace Department and the Development Wing. I'm the overall Executive Director that ensures that things are coordinated. As the word implies, Caritas means love, love in action. There is one part of the church that preaches the Word of God, and this is the wing that puts the Word of God into action by focusing on those who are marginalized, those who are less privileged. Our aim is to empower all so that they too may have an opportunity to experience the love that Caritas is about. Our office is an old new one. I said old new one because we used to be Caritas Freetown and Bow, but the diocese was divided, and so there is a new entity now called Caritas Freetown. So since it's like a new old entity, we carried on with some of the projects that we have already been implementing. Caritas is involved in every aspect of the human life. We deal with health, education. It's a holistic, every aspect of development, but with particular reference and focus to the poorest of the poor. Therefore, we work in challenging communities, in communities wherein you cannot have access to the basic necessity. So initially, we did a survey in the whole city and in the rural part of Freetown. And we came up with issues that we need to address in the immediate moment, issues in the medium term, and issues in the long term. So we started with those issues we could address immediately. For instance, we did a survey in the schools around the Western Rural, realized that there is no water and toilet. Water and sanitation was the issue. So we did some proposal in which we tried to get some of water wells and toilet in those communities. We have not achieved our goal. We are still looking for support to continue that wonderful project. We realize also that a lot in war, two groups that suffer most are the women and the children. So we look at the young women who were forced to go to the street because there was no alternative way of living. And we thought that we could save that situation by empowering those women with skills. Hence, we started the Fatima House of Light project, which is in the rural part of Freetown, wherein conditions of life is very, very low. So what we did survey for 200 women. We went at night, many times at night, to see how we could encourage these girls to think of an alternative living. So out of that night visit, we got 200 who said, yes, 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 I'm willing to do something. So we get them into categories. There are those who never went to school. There are those who started school but have not gone far. So we did the survey and placed them into the skills that we feel will help them. So there were some who went for tailoring. There were some who went for hairdressing. There were some who went for catering. Some who went for nurses. Some who went for secretariat. That project is fantastic because it is not a long-term impact. I mean, within 2-3 years, we could see the girls, they have transformed, they are off the street, and so on. At the moment, the project is almost in the standstill because of funding, which is unfortunate because the first group, they have impacted their community. Many girls now in that area see them as role models. That, oh, we're all in the street, but now they have profession. So it's a good project, and we continue to appeal for support for that particular project. We're also collaborating with Harvard in diverse ways, doing research into mental health, into children who had challenges in the war. You know, we follow them up. So that project is also having a lot of impact because at the end we will know what we will do, how we will prepare them ready for employment. As I said, the office has another department which is Justice and Peace. We are doing a fantastic work there because we follow up our intervention to get synergy. So for instance, in schools in the rural area, we are doing a campaign against sexual abuse. or gender-based violence. So there are times people are poor, so they cannot come to court. So we provide in the Justice and Peace lawyers that will stand for poor people, will stand and advocate for people, rape victims, poor people that they grab their land from. So we provide those services in the Justice and Peace Commission. The Commission also is not only after mitigation. We also try to reconcile communities that have long outstanding conflict. We realized that one of the causes of our war, or why our war inflamed, was that there were little conflict that left unsolved. And therefore the Commission is going to these small peace groups we are developing in schools and so on. They are going to help solve little conflict. So basically that is what we do in Caritas. It is holistic. We look at the handicap. We have a handicap ban that is trying to also get the handicap out of the street so that they can earn, out of the sales of their production, they can earn money in a dignified way rather than begging in the street. So we look at all issues. We have the Life Skills Project in which we want the kids to develop an attitude, self-confidence in themselves, self-awareness of what happens to them. And so it is every aspect. You know, recently Caritas is known for emergency response. Recently we had a cholera outbreak and our intervention was first class because we intervened immediately, we got some support. And not only that, now we are looking what could prevent cholera in the future. So we are doing hand washing campaigns, we are doing sanitation campaigns. So we look at health issues also. So as I said, Caritas is involved in every aspect in the life of the person. And that is why your support will be important. Regardless to the amount, we are not looking for big money. A little support will transform and change the life of people here in this country.